Spiritual renewal happened at Harbor North County through a marriage seminar in which I was reminded to love my wife as Christ loved the church.
Spiritual renewal happened this year in Harbor Chula Vista when we prayed for our friends who didn't know Jesus, and then they started coming to church.
Spiritual renewal happened for me at Harbor UTC when my discipler taught me to seek God's face rather than merely His hands and feet.
When 8 women leaders attended the Gospel Coalition Conference and grew in ministry leadership.
Spiritual renewal happened at Harbor Mid-City this year because I was Quaker, but then I found Jesus, and now my family and I have begun to follow Him.
Spiritual renewal happened at Harbor Mira Mesa when I was invited to the food bank to serve, and then from there invited to church, where I came to faith, was baptized, and am now walking with Jesus.
Spiritual renewal is happening at a movement-wide level as we're looking to plant 2 new churches in the Golden Hill area of San Diego and in West Chula Vista.
I saw spiritual renewal this year when I started following Jesus Christ.
Spiritual renewal happened at Harbor Chula Vista as we began to meet once a month with our new church plant, Harbor West.
As we've continued to grow our Celebrate Recovery ministry, which is for people that are looking for a safe place to heal, as I was 2 years ago when I began my own sobriety.
We are seeing spiritual renewal at Harbor Mira Mesa as we see 60 students fill this house.
And each week we get to see God transform their lives through the gospel.
Not only is spiritual renewal happening in individuals and neighborhoods, but spiritual renewal is happening citywide through Harbor, because we have a united vision and a shared mission that multiplies our impact. One expression of this synergistic effect can be seen in the way we came together to help plant a church in Rosarito. This was the first site that we had the privilege of helping plant south of the border. This came about through our relationship over 5 years with Daniel Nunez.
A few months ago, a team from Harbor Church went down to Mexico to build a church. It was church number 12 of a vision of 50 that God put in my heart. Every church is a miracle, and just seeing how God is providing.
As a result of this new church, we are seeing God bring spiritual renewal in their community.
The first service was great. We had over 300 people there, only room for 120, so there was actually more people outside than inside, and it was just great to see the whole community come together.
From the inception of Harbor, the leaders have always believed that in order to transform the binational cities of San Diego and Tijuana, we must saturate those cities with leaders who are constantly being renewed by Jesus. People trained to deeply know God's story, to passionately embrace God's story, and to live it. Harbor Ministry Institute has been created in order to equip these types of leaders.
So I'm very excited about the Institute because continuing my education has always been a goal of mine. I think along with that, just being able to apply what I'm learning about theology to my everyday life and to the ministry that I work for.
If you come for training with us, you will be trained without leaving your life and with staying involved in your local church.
I'm excited about Harbor Ministry Institute because we are making theological education accessible. In this day and age, you shouldn't have to leave your community, your church, your support system, your job, basically your life, in order to pursue theological education. By utilizing emerging education theory and new technology, we're able to bring this kind of education to meet the varying needs of our community in a unique and innovative way.
The first way you can receive this type of training is through our seminary partnership. And our seminary partnership will allow you to pursue a fully accredited master's degree. The second way you can do this is through our 9-month program, where people will learn to go deeper in the Bible and how it applies to all areas of their life. And the third way you can get involved with Harbor Ministry Institute is our various weekend conferences and other events where you can come and learn.